Exercise 3.3. Here they are talking about triplets and changes of hand position. Well, we've already had all kinds of changes of hand position, so I don't know what else they want. But the triplets, there are different ways of counting triplets. If you look at this exercise in the music, at the beginning of the second line in the right hand, you see the 3/8 notes, and they're slurred together, and there's a 3 above them. The slur, that means connect them. But it's the 8th notes with the 3 above them. That's an indication of a triplet, and they're beamed together in 3s. And I count them as a 1 and, what is this? A 3/4 time 1 and 2 and 3 and, or you could say triple, triple, triple. The idea is to get the 3 notes in one beat. Because if they're regular 8th notes, you only have to do 2 of them in one beat. Like in the first measure, it's 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. But in the second line, first measure, it's 1 and 1. See, they're a little quicker. And that's how you do triplets. There's not a lot to say on them. They take a little bit of practice, but you'll get the hang of them. Now, as far as the changing hand positions, we practice that. And you may have to practice it in whatever piece you're working on. Get the hand positions out. Work it out one hand at a time if you have to. Look at the second line, last measure. Right hand, you're here. However, when you go to the next line, they want you here. So to accommodate that, I recommend you play the last note in the second line with the thumb. Because now you're in position. Third line down, last 3 measures. You're here in the right hand. But then for the next measure, you got to go up an octave. Same finger. You may have to practice that going. Learn to do it quickly and smoothly and, here. Because the left hand has to do its thing too. And when you're moving both hands like that and there's no rest or nothing, everything's got to be there. The beat can't be hesitating or nothing. It's got to be there. So you're here. Now you have one advantage here in that the left hand is playing staccato, so it doesn't have to hold its note down. So it can actually, immediately after it plays its note, it can go up where it needs to go immediately. And then you can focus on the right hand going up. So it's here. You're there. That may help a little bit. We use these little tips to help us get our hands moved around. Obviously you got to look down at the piano for it because these are pretty big jumps, but only in an instant, and then you can look back at the music of what you're doing. Now when you get down to the last line, take the second measure, you're here. Now you're going to go from, in the right hand, you're going to go from here to here. Got that jump again. The left hand isn't really moving. You're going from here, just reach up and get the third finger. So you can focus on the right hand here, and you'll be all right. Look at the left hand there. Third finger, and then it's going to be a thumb, cross over to get either, second finger's fine for the B flat. And then the last bit is follow the fingering. And you'll be fine. Last measure. The 2 hands are totally different. The right hand's connected. You're going to hold that F out a full count. But the left hand's staccato. So the left hand gets done when the right hand is still waiting for that beat to end, if it ever ends. So there's a lot of little trickiness going on in here, and you have to just really slowly and carefully tear the piece apart and work them. And do the repeats. On the left hand, third finger and then 5th finger. So just follow their your fingering very slowly, and you slowly put it together. And once you can play it slowly like this, then you can think about speeding it up a little bit. You got to put in the dynamics and all that, and you can tell what's going on. Then eventually you'll get it up to an allegretto. To me, that's kind of a fun tempo. It's just... and you'll get it. I hope. This is not an easy piece to play. This is not I don't consider this beginner music. Some people would. To me, this is an intermediate level at least. But that's exercise 3.3.